Hi everyone, happy May 1st. Wow, it's hard to believe it's already the new month, but I wanted to share with you one of the new products that I got that I have a feeling will sell out pretty quickly. So let's go into the annual catalog. If you have it, grab it, and you can turn to page 81. It's called the Notes and Totes Bundle. You will definitely love this if you are a shopping girl, if you love to shop, but you like to give gifts. If you're into totes, maybe you love pocketbooks, maybe you sell pocketbooks, maybe you go to the beach. I don't know. There's so many different things, but wait till you see what you can do with this great set, Notes and Totes. Now, when you're in the catalog, I just wanted to point out to you, this is the bundle. And right here, you're going to save 10% when you buy the stamp set, which is photopolymer, which is clear, and the die cuts. There's lots of great die cuts in here. So let's go over those details. So it's $52 is the reduced rate. That's 10% off. And remember, if you've signed up to get the rewards, you will earn rewards on this item as well. So 10% is $5.20 on that. So, look at that stamp set. Sending warm wishes, just a note. You earned it. Relax and enjoy. And then you have these Newsflash, You're Fabulous. Exclusive, made just for you. They're like being a magazine cover, okay? And so grateful, a true story. Little dots of like sand, a couple of flowers here, hibiscus flower. We have sun raindrops or sun rays, whatever you'd like. And you can check it out. But the dies are something else altogether. The dies do not match the stamp set. They're completely different. So I wanted to go over and show you exactly what the dies do and how this cute little tote comes together. So here it is. This is the stamp set right here. But this is the die cuts. Now, if you only want the dies, of course, you can just purchase that separately if you'd like. Looking at this, let me show you what it looks like when it is die cut, because we have seashells, a water bottle, a glass, lotion bottle, handles for the tote bag. But it is so super cool of what you can do with this. So this is your tote bag, and it has score lines. I like the fact that you can do either side. Has a couple little stitching up here and fold away lines as well. So we're going to leave that for now. This is a pocket that can go on the front of a tote bag if you'd like, or you can make it into like a little pocketbook if you'd like to, right? Something like that. You don't like that showing? Put your handles behind it. It's really cute. You can also put little circles on here, and then they could be headphones. So think about that. We have lotions. So let's go through some of the things. We have a seashell and a starfish, right? We have, now these are handles right here. This is a handle. So I'm just showing you some of the things that you can do with all of these dies. And what I like to do, if I'm going to cut a bunch of dies, I first like to put the adhesive sheets on the back. So I took a 2x6, and I found this to be really a great size to do some of the components. So we have what we would call here like this little sash or scarf to go with your tote. This will be the bottom of the bag. These are little straps. I did the water bottle, and the water bottle has like this little clip that goes on. So I've already added that to the water bottle. But aren't these cute? Look at these water bottles. So you can see I took the clip from here, from this paper, and put it here, and the clip from here, put it here. But I also used an embossing folder. Now you can stamp the water bottle, but an embossing folder went really quickly. And that is another new product as well, which is called the Pressed Flowers Embossing Folder. It's 6x6. And you can see the size of it right here and the beautiful flowers that you would be able to do along the bottom of a page, right? Or a card to show you. Now, if this was a two-tone piece of cardstock, this is the colors out of the Brights collection. It's not, but if it was, I would definitely sand this and have the white core pop up. This would also be beautiful for the summertime. as well. But you can do this in any color you like. And remember, two-tone gives you two colors, a dark side and a light side. This one is the solid, the Stampin' Up! Card paper. So you can definitely use this embossing folder, which is super cute, right? Pretty. Think about what you can do with that. But I used it on the water bottle here, and there's just, you could use it, actually put this, once I cut this could actually go through the embossing folder as well. Isn't this cute too? So we have the pockets, right? And I love that it has this little stitching line. And what I love about the DSP is it's double-sided, so you get to pick and choose the side that you like. So when it comes to the tote, we have our tote, we have our scarf, we have a handle. This is another handle. These are some accessories for a pocketbook or a tote that you might like. There's actually two of those pieces. There's your water bottle, lotion, sunglasses, two seashells. We have a fence line for at the beach. And then this is like a magazine piece. This is your pocket, and then a cute little tag. So there's a lot of die cuts here. So many die cuts. And just to show you that, once again, I liked doing a 2x6, covering it with a adhesive sheet that's 2x6, and then die cutting, so it's really easy for me to pop them out and add them to my project. This one actually, what I did is I die cut it, and I put one of these little guys right inside to use that negative space and use that up. And this is a really tiny piece. To me, it reminds me of a goldfish, but it's like a little leather looking facet, right? Here's that little square, triangle. And what else could I tell you? Oh, yes, let's look at these cute little sunglasses. So what you'll do with this look here is you'll run this through. I would do a couple of different combinations of colors so you can play and see what you like, right? Some will cut out the hearts. So you can use foil paper. You could use holographic paper, vellum, white cardstock, colored cardstock, whatever appeals to you. So you would get both cuts at once, and then you can put them together. So you get your little frame, which you'll see here is the silver, and then the sunglasses that are heart-shaped that are the black or the silver here. And you're going to have fun with that, right? It's really cute. So pick and choose, and that could hang off of your bag or however you'd like to do it on your craft project. Let's see what else. Oh, this is that magazine piece, right? So when you're looking at this, and I'll show it to you in the catalog, you would be stamping the top of this with the newsflash, you're fabulous, exclusive, made just for you. But I am going to show you a card that I made. So I wanted to point that out to you, and let's see if there's anything else. Oh yes, this cute little tag, right? So if you could maybe put somebody's initials for you in there, whatever you like, but you can see all the bits, right, are cut. And here is that glass of water. So this one is embossed. So I love that embossed look that I'm getting there. And I did use double stick tape, so that will pop out as well. It's really kind of fun. It reminds me of when you used to do paper dolls and you had all the options of how to create an outfit. That's what these stamp set and die cuts, notes and totes. So you want to make a note of it. Write down 165241. 165241 is the item number. I'm sure this is going to sell out because it's really going to be popular, especially coming into the summer season, and what you can have fun and do with this. I did make a card. So I used black as my accent piece. So you can see I used my adhesive, and I actually have somebody I've met through Pilates. The woman that I've met there, her name is Kathy, and on Monday she's going to have a shoulder operation. So I think I might see her tomorrow. That's why I wanted to do this video, because I wanted to show you the card that I made. So Pilates, we have blue. You know, blue is part of the emblem of Club Pilates. So I wanted to use the blue and show you that I made this cute little card, and I used the papers and the cards from mixed media. Many of you who bought the kit from me, you'll have these pieces left over, but this one had a circle behind it with the little flower in there. It says thank you underneath this, but I didn't want that. I just wanted the stripes. And so let's go over the components of what I did. So here's that magazine piece, and I took the sticker that says just a note to let you know I'm thinking of you and I'm sending warm wishes. I hand drew the journaling of these lines, but this is one of those mixed media cards that's like a 4x6 that I cut down to a 4 by 5 1/4. I took another one of the mixed media cards, which has to be a 4x6 in order to fit this nice size tote, okay? So that when you cut that tote, it actually is a little bit bigger. See? So what happens is you're actually going to fold these score lines back and fold this score line. I don't need to use this. And that's going to be your tote. There is a score lines here, and it's up to you if you want to use them or not. But this is where I'm going to put my adhesive. Anyway, getting back to the card. So here you can see I've used those beautiful straps here, the bottom of the bag, the handle, the scarf. I did the water bottle, and because we do Pilates and sometimes we take our own mat, I just rolled some paper and stuck it inside because blue, right? And the water glass, and I added one of those little doodads, okay? So it's really so cute, this card, and I tore some of that paper and added it to the bottom just to bring some more blue in, and I just think that was fun. And I wanted to let Kathy know that she'll be in my prayers when she's going through this operation, and that she will be missed at Pilates, and wishing her a speedy recovery. So I hope to give this to her tomorrow or to put it in the mail so she has it. So isn't that cute? Look how cute. Can you think of all the options that you have with scraps that you own of this tote bag and the straps and the scarf and the water bottle and the water glass or anything else? I did the magazine in white. You can stamp the other images that were in the stamp set, right? Exclusive, made just for you. I could have put that on there for her. Newsflash, you're fabulous. She really is. So think about what you're doing and what you're creating and how much fun this could really be. Now let me show you another sample of this tote. This is using the woven texture papers from the botanical set. And isn't that adorable? So rather than doing one of these, right, just one, I did two of them, and I've put them together. Love that I used the pecan pie cardstock, the linen look that comes inside the woven textures. I sponged a lot of this as well, just to add a little extra detail, and I actually sponged all the edges where the fold line is. Look at that pecan pie bottom, right? Isn't that cute? Now you can see these cute little diamond-shaped pieces that I put here. So this could go on the front of a card. You can just fold it, use only one piece. You can also fold your tote like this on the card if you like more of a shopping bag look or something a little more squared. That's what kind of handbag you carry. I love that you have those options. But you can also do two together and glue it together. And then you can fit little chocolates in here. You know those little squares of peppermints or chocolate Giraldi, candies, things like that. You can easily put that inside and give a little tote bag of goodies inside this. So you want to see that you are actually, instead of folding these flat to a card, you would glue the two of them together to make the box kind of look, and folding everything in so that they match along the bottom as well. So it really is kind of cute that you have. Isn't it adorable? Isn't this fun? You can have so much fun with the creativity of using the Notes and Totes die cuts and stamp set for projects. Yes, you can use this for scrapbooking. I could definitely see it for maybe you're doing a shopping spree, bridal shower, going to the beach for sure, a pool party. Think about the things that you like to carry a tote for. Maybe you are journaling your adventure for health and you go to the gym, or you're going places where you're taking your stash, your sneakers and your water bottle and everything else, and you want to write that story. There's nothing wrong with doing something that's really special to you, but maybe you could include this as a way to show those images in there on that page. So that's just a thought for you. So you can see here when I did the card, I cut everything out using black cardstock. Oh, I did the sunglasses, but I showed you I didn't want to put them on. But if I was to put them on, let's just show you these two. I could hang them. I just felt it was enough already. We have plenty on here. Maybe if I didn't do the water bottle, I could hang them here, like the front or the side. I can also put it up here, kind of cute, if I didn't do my sending warm wishes. But you have options of how you create those cute little sunglasses and using them as well. Maybe they could have been down here on the side, maybe on this side without the water bottle. After a while, it's enough is enough, right? But I wanted to show you that's optional on how you create them and add them to your project. So let's show you how this comes together. I think I'm going to use these stripes right here. And I could have used, so you have, this is where you have fun. It's kind of nice doing things in a different look. I might do that. I don't know. I can add this here. I can do this kind of a handle. It's kind of cute, right? Or I can opt and do it all in the solid. You know, it's just you, you'll see, you have so many options of what you can do. Okay, so since you can see it here with this style, and this one is this style, I guess I have so many options. What should I do here? I don't know, but let's just get started and put it together. So the first thing that I would recommend is decide, you can actually put your straps along that fold line. I just want to show you this. And then use this here, and it doesn't touch anything. We could add that pocket here. We can get rid of that. We can also hide the handle, add the handle here. So think about what design you like. It's never ending. That is for sure. So you can look at how you want to display it. Maybe you want to put this pocket on the front and use this handle here. So I'm not going to be using a pocket. I just want to show you how this comes together. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do is, because this would probably go on a scrapbook page or a card, and I'm going to just do it flat, I'm actually just going to cover this bottom piece right here. You can trim that off or fold that in. Doesn't matter. Nobody's going to see it. I can even rip it off. I think I'm going to go with the solid. So I have to decide, what handle do I want? This is so cute. Oh, I like that. And you know what's fun about this is I don't have to go with any stripes, but you can also do your stripes this way if you wanted to. And maybe do a few different looks. You can do these as well. So that just shows you, if I was doing it that way, I might fold my bag like this and trim away. So can you see what I mean about options of what you want to do? Oh, I don't know. Now I'm really leaning towards these. I think this is the hardest part for me, is deciding what's the look I want. Oh yeah, I'm into that one. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. This is my recommendation. I'm actually going to peel the adhesive off of the back. And I don't want to put this down. I want to use these as a guide. Oh, maybe this would be fun. Let's try this. Let's have fun, right? We are paper crafters. We can do whatever we want. All right, we're going to put one there. And I'm going to put another one here. Okay, that looks pretty even, right? Now, I found this to work the easiest for me. You can probably find a better method that you like, but that's what I mean. I have to play more to see what's going to work more, and right now I've only made 1, 2, this is my 3rd bag. Don't you love that? Okay, so we want these to be straight, and I don't care if it hangs off of the bottom, but I'm going to try to center them between the 2 fold lines. So find your fold lines. That looks pretty good. Make them straight. Let's look this way. Pretty good. Could be over just a tad more, but I don't think we're going to worry about it. And that's going to hold it in place. Now, oh, I like that one. If it was orange, you know me, I'd be all over it. So when you fold these tabs in the back and get rid of them, it really helps you define the edging of the tote. So let's bring you a little bit closer so you can see what I'm talking about here. So you see that? I'm going to cut that off. And you could have done that prior to putting that down. And I'm going to fold those in. Isn't that adorable? So here's where that cute little triangle comes into play. Oh yeah, I like that right there. Make sure it's straight. But you could have used the pocket if you wanted to. I probably would without the straps, but I'm just having fun, you know? I'm just enjoying the process. So you don't have to, what I like about it is if you're doing this on a flat project, right? Look how cute that came out. You don't have to do 2 of everything. But if you are doing something like this, you need to do 2 of everything so it matches. So you want to think about what it is that you're trying to create. And, oh, let's see, which scarf should we use here? I probably would have liked this if I had put that one through the die cut so that you could see the die cut would have given it this look, which would really be cute. But look how cute that would be. We have our water bottle, we have our glass, or this could be on the outside, or maybe we want this water bottle. Maybe you want 2 water bottles. I know you. They're not filled with water. You've got a drink in there. You're at the beach. I know how you operate. So having fun with each of the little details, but isn't that super cute? And so when you actually, I wanted to point this out, when you die cut the water bottle right here, do you see this? That is this right here. It's really, really tiny. And that is how you get this cute little line and hook coming out with that water bottle look. So what else can I say? Oh, if we had these in the right size, bright colors, we could add our sunglasses along the edge. and have some fun with it. We have our little seashells that could be on the side if we're going to the beach. We have our magazine sticking out of the bag that could be stamped with exclusive, just made just for you, or whatnot, what you really like. Or newsflash, you're fabulous if you're giving it as a card. Isn't that super cute? Maybe you would like to put a little tag. So always have options, right? So I hope you really enjoyed this, and I think you really will love this set, Notes and Totes. I definitely recommend getting both of the pieces because they're completely different. The stamp set and the die cuts do not match, except for putting the label of these on top of the magazine. Otherwise, or you can stamp the sun or the flowers on the water bottle. You can stamp the flowers in different colors on your tote bag. You can use a white tote bag and put it through the embossing folder of your choice. But just look at all the cute ideas that you're seeing here in the catalog. So here it's showing you the different items that are in there. There's the pocket in the front so you can see it. The Just a Note is embossed on top of that one. So here you can see that little flower. These little flowers are stamped on the cardstock. You can see that little, I want to call it a goldfish look, being used right there for like a little decoration or clasp or whatever. But now you can see that fence line in the background, super cute, right? Lots of options on how you can use this stamp set and die cuts for all your crafting needs for this season. I'm not sure if I even talked about the cute little pilings, or I should say fence lines, that this particular die cut also creates. So definitely check this out, because this I know for scrapbookers, we would love having things like this that we can create for the beach, where you're making your own little posts. So you can do skinny ones, you can do these, and then add your cute little fence line, a rickety fence of whatever your choice is. And don't forget, we do have the cute little seashells that work along with it. And that, of course, is just another one of the handles that can be created. But I don't want to forget about that, because you could do a picket fence if you wanted to, but with a straight edge, but you can definitely cut that into a picket look or a pointed look. But think about how you could use this. This could be train tracks. If you go for biking and things like that, when you're out in the country, there's all kinds of things that alert your senses. And I know we're focusing mostly on the tote, but when you're looking at something like this and you realize there's a lot of possibilities here with what you can do, boys kind of layouts with something like this on the layout to capture the moment or the essence of what's in the photograph. So just keep that in mind as well.